paint in my in the shop. So where I'm going to store all the paint, this is going to be used, this Old Welsh dresser. And what I've been using is so many different products. I've been layering it all up and creating loads of depth and interest. So I used some sea wash, which I mixed in with my yellow paint, which was from Reuse, which is a beautiful bright yellow. So I've mixed that in, and if you can see, it's all been layered up on there. So we've got loads of different colour effects on, and what I'm just going to do is I just wanted to jump on and just show how that was achieved, so you can do it at home, which is really good fun. So literally I've layered two colours up, the yellow and the blue, and then put some wax in between so you get a nice patina, a nice chippy effect. And then I'm going to just sand off all the excess salt wash, which gives it lots of detail. It gives it lots of effects, lots of detail, so it makes it look worn and chippy. It's a bit messy, but it's good fun. And then when I put the wax detail on, it will show up as an aged patina effect. I'm using a soft sponge, which is, I've cut these in half, and this is a 60 grit, so it's quite a tough one. Because you want to get in the grooves and knock it back. If you're doing this at home, it's a bit dusty because it's a chalk paint. You probably should wear a mask, but I don't wear a mask now. I should do really. If anybody's on, hi Tracy. Tracy, I'm using the sea wash. Tracy's a stockist for Cornish, so if you're watching and you want to try this effect, pop over to Tracy. She's a Cornish stockist and sells sea wash, so it's a great product and easy to mix in any paint. Tracy will be able to give you all the details. So that was convenient that you came on, Tracy. So literally, as you can see, as I'm knocking it back, it's bringing out all the details there. So, and I want to really get this, move this out a little bit here. So this is going to be, if you just joined, this is going to go in the shop, and it's going to house all my paint products. The Recolour chalk paint, it's going to sit there at the back of the shop. So we're just going to blast that with the hairdryer to get all the dust off. If anybody's on, let me know who's on. So that's blasted all the dust off. So then what I'm going to do is, as I'm aging it, I don't want it to be really dark, so I'm going to use a clear wax first. And I'm using the Colourman Paint Clear Wax, which is a new wax to me, and it's really, I really like it. It seems smells a bit stronger than some of the waxes I've used, but it seems to be really durable, and it seems a little bit stronger than the others. It's a bit tougher. So when you're waxing, I always start in the middle. It's easy to buff out as opposed to buff in. And then you can add, and as you can see, I'm using one of these little sponges. These are ice for me. Don't double dip your wax. If you're going to use different colours and you're doing different effects, always take some wax out of your pot and use it that way. That way, when you go to use your wax again, you're not going to get different colours in. I'm a real messy painter, but I do try not to double dip. So, literally, where I want to keep my bright colours, I'm going to put more clear wax on because I don't want the dark wax to be prominent on it. Still want a little bit, but not too prominent. So this is going to be like a Gypsy Rose, distressed, worn, bright piece. If you think of like the old Gypsy Rose cabins, that's what that's the look I'm trying to go for, which you'll see. So with the sea wash, because it's lifted the paint and given some texture, when I add the Posh chalk patina, I'm going to use the dark one, that will sit in the little grooves and give all that aged weathered look, which is one of my favourite looks, favourite techniques. So if Who have I got on? I can't see who I've got on for some reason. I can see Tracy's on, but I can't see anybody else. So I've got, if just give me a wave if you're on here. So we've got Posh chalk, Patina, and this is in the black. Comes in a lovely little pot, and I stock these. So these will be added to the website soon. And literally, I've got a little bit of a sponge. Hi Georgina. I've got, I think you've used these, haven't you, darling? So I've got a little bit of a sponge, and I'm going to just, the black is really, really strong colour. It's a really high pigment. So I'm going to add this just on the edges. And I always prefer to cut all my little things up because it gives me more control then of where I want to go. I'm a bit heavy-handed and I'm a bit long-sighted, so when I'm up close it's a bit of a struggle, even with my spectacles on. And then I'm going to add some here. So has anybody used the patina? Hi Hayley. Has anybody else used the patina? Tried any of the colours? So we've added a little bit there, and already you can see it's giving some dimension to it. And then with your clean sponge, you just rub it in, and that will bring out all that lovely texture, and it makes it look like it's been there for ages and it's all worn and weathered, which is brilliant, which is what we're going for. And remember, whenever you're using black wax or dark wax, if you've got clear wax and you've made a mistake, you can just take it right off. It's not the end of the world. And it doesn't have to be symmetrical with anything else. It's just there to give the detail. So we're going to rub that in. I think I'm going to put a little bit more on that. Can you all see that? Okay. That will pick up the dark sitting in the grooves there, so that is picking it all up. Lovely. Do a little close up when I'm done. And then what I've been adding is because my shop is going to be a holistic botanical spiritual place. I've been using this lovely stencil, which is fabulous there. So, and literally, if you can see, I've popped a little bit of stencils there. So again, sporadically different shapes. What I'm going to do is, I don't want to match it up too much, but I want it to be like a theme of the branches going across my cupboard. So I'm going to stick that down and pray to the stencil fairies that it holds, and literally with my sponge and this is going to give like a little bit of a worn detailed effect as well, so you can see there it gives it a nice little shadow. So if I can bring you all in a little bit closer, I'm going to try anyway, without dropping anything. Hello, it's a close-up view. So if I can bring you in, you should be able to see all the details of what I've done up to now. Up across there, and then that will be let to dry, and I shall then give it a clear wax and buff it all up. So love that. I've never thought of stenciling using waxes. Tracy, I'm not the best stenciler, I admit. I have no patience and I'm really heavy-handed. But if you have a different waxes, different colours, this will give you a really, really delicate effect, and it's perfect. If I show you, it gives it like, you just get really, and you can use all sorts of waxes, all different colours, even the Posh the pigments, all sorts of things you can use with it. So yeah, definitely a little sponge, enchanting. That's the look I'm going for, Georgina. That's exactly what my shop is, enchanting. It's like little fairies are going to pop out somewhere. So yeah, so literally you can use waxes with stencils. It's easy. It's much easier, it's more controlling, and you can rub it off as well, which is good, isn't it? So yeah, so hi Jackie. I hope you're all right, Jackie, and you're getting on with the paint and everything that you've had. So yeah, if you've missed, I've just been stenciling with some waxes on my new cupboard that's going to house my paint. So yeah, so I hope that's helped. If anybody wants to ask any questions about what I've done today, just pop them in the comments. And it was just a brief pop on. Because it's Saturday, isn't it, and everybody's watching football, it's a bit boring. So yeah, so that's it then. So I shall finish this off, and then when I've done all the top, there'll be a big paste up there as well. So yeah, so it'll be lovely. Right, nice to see you all, guys. Have a lovely weekend. Thanks for watching.